What is up? Wait, hold on. This wig is very not right on a bit, but whatever. Anyway, what's good? Joe T here, and this is behind the scenes of Aesthetics. So we finna rock on, punk up. Is that even a word? Whatever. Anyway, let's rock out. Let's go. I don't like them, can't get along. We don't do comparison, none of them. Ain't none like these snakes. Talking on a shade, one smile up in your face. I don't hate with these snakes. Hey. What? I don't mess with these snakes. Can't fuck with you snake ass bitches. Can't fuck with you. Alright. Hold on. Aesthetics is basically, you know, pretty much how it just sums up in the song. Like, I do me because when I be styling, I ain't styling for you, basically. You know, and how people think that you change because, you're, in a certain level of success or whatever, and it's like, when it's like I haven't really, changed now like that. You just assumed that just because I got some level of clout or fame or whatever, you think I changed when that's not the case at all. That's not really the case. And some people, they just be acting weird when you get some type of clout. Like, where they're like, oh, how you doing? What's up? But it's like, we had beef before. Like, you never liked me, then. So it's like, now you want to like me now because now I got followers and, I'm getting opportunities and all that stuff. End of the day, bye. Like, you're fake. You're caught. You're fake. Like, you never liked me in the beginning, and I don't like you now either way. So, it's that. So that's kind of what it is. Now, the title Aesthetics is more so like, I don't know what you would call it. It's basically like one of those songs where it's like, it's the title of the song, but I never say the word in the song. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those type of songs, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Now, what I will get on right quick is the fashion. The fashion in this video is so on point. Like, I literally went all out with the fashion, which it makes sense because, the song's called Aesthetics, right? So, obviously, I'm going to go out with every single type of aesthetic, right? Like, bro. I will say, this is kind of one of the best videos, or kind of like one of the best, like, visuals. I don't usually call them music videos like that. I usually call them visuals or whatnot. So, this is, like, honestly kind of one of the best visuals that I, like, got like that, if that makes sense. So, you know what I mean? Like, the setting, with how I, perform and things like that. And like I said, the fashion, legit, top 10. Chef's kiss, on point. Like, for example, like, everything is on point. Like, the scene where I'm in the mirror, I'm wearing, like, this button, plaid shirt and whatnot, which is supposed to give, like, a, I guess you could say casual look. It's like the casual basic look. You know what I mean? Good. The, rock and roll scene, which I will get to that, later on. But yeah, the rock and roll, rock star scene where I'm all like gothic and shit, and how it's kind of like hippie as well. Because like the t-shirt I got, it was supposed to be like a hippie type shirt. So it's like peace, love, rock and roll, right? So it's supposed to give like, oh, I'm gothic, like a gothic rock star that likes to party and all that stuff, like hippie vibes. The aesthetic where I'm behind the graffiti, the urban, where it's all urban, and like
wait, can you like make it to a
I don't know, it's like urban,
oh,
okay, like,
yeah.
like obviously hood, right? Obviously the hood, like type of vibe. You know what I mean? Hood type of aesthetic, but it's like you also I guess country a little bit, somewhat, something like that. And of course, the most one that was much easier, the fancy scene where I got this like what is it called? The streamers, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the those things you see in movies, the streaming things and whatnot. That I will say, I love that. I loved, how I set it up and I like walked through it. You know what I mean? And how I just felt like I was, like I was a boss, like I was rich. You know. I mean, either way, I still feel like a boss either way. But like still, the outfit, I will say, that's my most definitely favorite one out of all of them. Because, I like the jacket. It's all glittery and everything. And, it was really dope. And mind you, the room that we used for that scene it was the dining room area. So the dining room area, it looks very fancy, and that's why I used it. So yeah, there's that. Um, you know, so and I liked how in the beginning where I did a transformation, right? How I looked from looking busted as fuck to being casual as fuck, right? Yeah. Walking down the street, getting swirling around this town like Aki's on, feeling on sound on the red. So how do you think everything? Rock and roll scene, I want obviously, you know how like you see rock and roll music videos back in like 2008 or whatever. That's what I was trying to get. Now, mind you, I knew somebody who did have a rock and roll band, but they had to cancel, and so it was just like a lot, honestly. So I tried to find a band. It was kind of a little bit hard to find one, and honestly, at this point, I couldn't find one, and that's why I was just gonna like just screw it, forget the band. I'll just do this on my own and try to like get it in like like clone edits or something like that. I was trying to get it that way, where it's gonna be like me playing drums, me doing the guitar, and like me singing right, whatnot. So I was trying to get something like that. But then Paul, who's in the video, he decided to help me out and whatnot. And obviously, like bro, I was literally so overwhelmed when it come to find a band. Now to the point I was just like, you know what, just fuck it. All right, just fuck it. I'll just try to do this shit on my own and blah blah. Right? Because at the end of the day, I don't have time to keep constantly looking for people, and like you know what I mean, and it would just be a waste of time, right? So Paul, he was someone. He was somebody from the church, right? So there's that. But Paul, he's real cool. He's dope. He was a real sweet guy. Yeah, really nice guy. So we shot this at my garage, and then he knew someone that was a drummer. Mind you, it was gonna be some 12-year-old, some middle schooler. At that point, I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just take whatever, right? But but I guess the drummer couldn't make it, so I found a drummer. And he was an old guy, like senior citizen. Like I think it was like about like in his 60s, I believe. Like I think like late 50s to early 60s, right? I think so. So he agreed to do it. I paid. So I paid him like $50 to do the video and whatnot, and yeah, and all of that. So obviously, mind you, the wig, I literally went all out for this video, bro. The rockstar mullet wig, the leather jacket, the nose ring. I had a nose ring, but then I lost it. I lost the fake nose ring. But I didn't need it for the video anyway, so I didn't really trip over that. I didn't trip or whatever. So like I said, and pretty much kind of all I really needed. All I needed was me, the performer, Paul, the guitar player, and then which I got my own in the back. I'm gonna learn how to do it anyway. And then what else? His name was John. Yeah, John Lamantina. He was a drummer, right? And so it was pretty cool. It was a really dope band. What I'm saying? We really pulled it off and whatnot. And yeah. But yeah. All right. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Behind the scenes, this is the team, everybody. What's up? Hey. Yeah. We just finished filming the scene for Aesthetics. That's what's up. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we finished it with this dusty garage we got going. All right, y'all. All right, yeah. All right, so. Yeah. Yeah. Have Paul over there. All right. You got my boy John. You want to say it to the camera?
How you doing?
Doing good. Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace. We out. All right, y'all. So the band just officially left, as you can tell. But yeah, the shoot was really good. It was a really, really good shoot. You know what I'm saying? Ignore the lawnmower. Anyway. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a really... Wait, hold up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a really good shoot. It was a really good shoot. The shoot was really good. It was all good vibes, you know what I'm saying? Everything was, ran well. So yeah. So then as for the skateboarding scene, I wanted to get that scene where it's like, I'm going from the bus, mind you. So me and my sister and I, she recorded me this where we shot this at the bus, mind you. The bus is where we filmed it, and like, mind you, this was the same day where I filmed from my city over my block. So I had to film a lot. It was a lot and all that to, get and whatever, right? So I knew somebody who was a skater. And I'm like, hey, do you have a skater group? He was like, yeah, he knew some people, right? So yeah. So I obviously have some clips of me trying to learn how to skate. So yeah, just roll the clip.
All right, so we gotta wait a minute. Something that, like, whenever you just got some time to practice, you can do this on your own. Just honestly do it every day for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I go to the park every week, so
Just I mean, you live right there, so yeah. You come up here 30 minutes a day, you'll get pretty comfortable with this, like in a couple weeks to a month,
Right, yeah. All right, y'all. The truck just pulled up, so we just waiting. Yeah, whatever. So let's go. All right, footage over.
But yeah, that's it. That is aesthetics. That was aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? That is my first ever rock and roll track. Aesthetics. Song is on my main channel. Go check it out if you want. Go check it out if you want, or that's but if you check it out, it's pretty good. Anyway, but yeah, that's it.